my generation that created this culture, the Queen of Bling culture, it was me covering my wounds with what shines and thought it was gold. Do you understand? But now I went into self now because I went through abuse chasing these things. I went through loss chasing these things. I lost my dignity, I lost my voice, because when you're with a man that gives you all of that, you have no voice. You're just a doll sitting on a shelf. I had to go into self because it gave me depression. I had to go in and find myself. And I did, and I understood that we put these men under pressure. And this is why there are things like abuse. There are things like men that are not matching up. I am not saying GBV is good. It's also, let's use the English term, a mental thing, but it's also men acting out of, when you feel smothered, you're going to end up going, I need to breathe. Sometimes GBV comes from that because as women, we don't know our places.
And you're not allowed to say that, because if you say that, Uguti,
it's trending right now. It's trending right now. They're hitting her right now.
It's the truth, but what I'm trying to say is if we all knew where to be on the field, the game would run smoothly.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, Sawubona, and welcome to Marsha's Safe Space. This is a space where I share my mind in hopes that you will share your mind with me. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another one. Thank you very, very much. Before I begin, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, don't forget to do all that you need to do in order to call as much people this side so that we can share our minds together. Again, welcome. Our opening video today really does testify that not all that glitters is gold. Khanyi Mbau is known basically as the godmother of the bling culture. I am so happy that I found this video so that I can speak about it, because I have been meaning to speak about this whole culture, but then it's, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get bashed, as she's also alluding that when people speak about this side of the life, they usually get burned, and I don't blame, the people who are saying when ungenapi, because honestly in life everything is a choice. We all choose the lives that we want to lead. So if a person has chosen that they want to be in an agreement, because it's not a relationship, I don't consider it a relationship. If a person wants to be in an agreement as an adult with the next person, that it's an exchange of goods. You give me your freedom and your goods in between your legs, I give you all the money that you want in the world. However, siyangena, unfortunately siyangena, because you see, as we interact as human beings, it is very difficult for one to exclude themselves from this whole human experience. As much as we have our own individual lives, we also share this one big meaningful experience. Because if you look at it, the culture of slaying and bling, it has really affected the dating game as we knew it. Mina, here's my theory. You own what you buy. What you own, you literally possess. You've bought it, it is yours. So if you as a human being allow the next person to basically buy your time, buy your freedom, buy your choices, buy what you do, basically own you, then they legit own you. There are no two ways about it. It'll then depend on that person who's here. If that person is the devil, best believe you'll be owned by the devil, and you'll have to dance to the devil's tune. In the we ignore this thing. We want to live in this fantasy where we don't want to work hard. Most of us, we don't want to work hard, but we want the benefits of people who work hard. We want the flashy life. We want the trips to Dubai without the cost. In life, one way or the other, you are going to labor. Whether you're going to labor by actually working and earning your own money, which will afford you all of those goodies, or you are going to lose yourself. You will have to accept whatever treatment that you receive from the people who afford you the life that you want. You are going to have to live with them and do as they please, which is not simple. Like, there is just so much going on because we have placed monetary value between normal human interactions. People are no longer getting into a relationship based on the fact that they love each other, based on the fact that they have common commonalities between them, based on merit. if I can put it like that, based on merit. No, people fall in love with each other based now on what you can offer. Even from a woman's perspective, men want to know, what can you offer me? The girl wants to know, what can you offer me? And when you look at it, it does not help, because it's not like there's anything good that comes out of it. There is nothing good that comes out of it. In fact, it's funny to me how half the time women are the one who are like, yeah, indoda must, which is very much correct. A man should provide, but then I feel like there are limits as to, like, things have got to make sense. A man must provide, yes, but things have got to make sense. A man can't just drop 150K on you just because you are pretty and expect that man to come back and respect you. And I'm not sure, maybe there are very few people who are lucky to have experienced that, but I feel like it is a complete dream and a fallacy to think that a man can drop 100K on you just because when you are a pretty girl, and that man is still going to love you and treat you well and expect nothing from you. Do you understand the value of 150,000 rands? That is a lot of money to drop just in J for just. Most of us women, we are feminist, and most of us who are very liberal, who are very progressive, we also feminist, right? And when you look at the way we act and what we profess with our mouth, there's no alignment. There's disalignment, because you find women who are saying, Guti, I'm a feminist, I stand for women, but you guys are fighting for one person who's supposedly a millionaire on a South African currency, which is quite funny. But anyway, for Ntoluguti, it's 5 girls, 8 girls who are popular, who are nice, who are clean, who are slaying, dating one guy who is abusing them, embarrassing them, and you guys are legit recycling around one guy. It's like when you look at Labantu Laba who are on social media, or or I don't know their names. I don't even want to know their names. When you look at them, they are always, even in those blogs, they are always linked to one guy. It's less than 5 guys. All of these girls are fighting for you. 10 girls fighting for 4 or 3 guys who have a few millions, nakona, supposedly from corruption. Like, what are we building? What are we doing, guys? That time we're feminists. We stand for women. When you look at it, we go all out to embarrass each other and call out each other for being broke and for not being able to maintain men and for squandering up, connections and based on 5 guys, 5 or 4 guys who, if they were to lose right now 180,000 rands, they amount to almost nothing. And those are the people that abuse you guys. Those are the people that treat you like nothing. Umuntu has been with a rich person for years, but they get out of the marriage with nothing. Now they're embarrassing. Now, sis, you were legit making us envious of your lifestyle and living it up in Dubai. All of a sudden, now we need to fall for you and come and, lift each other up. When the attitude, when you guys are still within these agreements, which you guys call relationships, the attitude becomes as if you are the owner, you are the moreki, you are next. In fact, people should shut up because they are beneath you. All of a sudden, we drop like a mic and start echoing all over the room. We should all listen. Guys, we need to be serious. At some point, we need to start being serious. At least if these blessings of yours, guys, it's a good man, which is a dream. Because, in fact, let me cut it, because these men will never, ever, ever, ever want you to amount to anything, because the minute you amount to anything, their entertainment is gone. You are there solely for the purpose of entertaining his demons. You're not there because he loves you. You're not there because you're special. You're not there because you're the most beautiful girl. No, you're just a trophy that needs to stand next to him and entertain his demons. And then he shuts you up with a few $100 or a few hundred rands here and there. And once you're bigger on the other side, us girls who just want to find love, it's becoming difficult because now it's so difficult to date someone who's just too rigid because they are too careful. They are just too careful. No going out on the first date, not doing what. I'm just like, I'm not sure whether guys are now broke. Yeah, I guess the economy is bad. I'm not sure whether guys are just broke or guys are just careful. But the game has changed completely. Not forgetting that gender-based violence, gender-based violence now iyanyunga, guys. We need to look at the little details that lead to bigger things. We need to look at the little details that lead to bigger things. I'm not even kidding. I mean, in my opinion, I actually agree with her, because, as I'm going to repeat myself, if I own something, I own it. And if I have enough money to be in the top 10% of the people who are sought out by women in the country, best believe I will think I am some little god. I can own a human being. The things that I would do to a human being, I can't even think of myself. I really can't even think of. If I own you and I know there isn't 5 people you can call right now who have the amount of money that I have, I'm going to treat you however I want to treat you. I'm not going to feel sorry about it. You can go around calling me a dog. You can go around calling me a what. I don't care, because I have money. I can buy myself out of any situation. In fact, go, I will replace you in 30 minutes. Go, I'll replace you in 30 minutes. So, nje. Here's my thing, ne? Here's what I believe. I believe that God blesses the work of your hands. God blesses what you do from your thoughts, and it is translated into actions by laboring with your hands. That is what God will bless. You will never, ever, ever, ever be poor. You will never lack. Yes, in the words of Khanyi Mbau, she once said, you can be delayed, but you will never be denied if you invite your own efforts into what you want to achieve. Call yourself upon your aid. You will save yourself. No one else will save you. So if you are of the idea that you will go around sacrificing your physical body for monetary value and then live a meaningful life, those things don't go hand in hand. Yes, there are very few people who get lucky and this works out for them, but we are not all lucky. Some of us are going to be used as doormats and then left to be dragged out by the dogs when we are of no good. So, my advice to the girlies would be who you are. Follow your heart. Best believe, yabo mina nje ngisase ne afro le. I will get successful na afro. I don't need frontal. I do not need much, because the labor of my hands, regardless of how I look, my talents and what I put effort in life will make way for me in the world. I don't care what I look like. I don't care what I have. I don't care who I am associated with. For as long as this works and this can tell this and this to get to do the job, I'm okay. So I want women to get to a point where they say this about themselves, where they are like, as in, I need people, because people are, you help me, I help you, and in the meantime we climb. That's the only reason why you need people. You do not need people to come and save you. You do not need people to come and serve you with money just because you have this golden pot between your legs. It doesn't work out like that. It will work out for a few years, or it'll work out if that is what you are meant to come and do here in this world. If that is what you, just like Khanyi Mbau, in my opinion, she was made to live the life that she lives, because she appreciates the risk that comes with this life. She appreciates the compromises that she have to take, and she, at least now, is honest about it. So a person like that, it's just who they are. So now, if this is who you are, this is what you do. Your job in the world is to come and entertain the opposite gender in just weird ways, then so be it. But if you're an honest girl, who is under pressure to do things, baby girl, It is not worth it. At the end of the day, it is not worth it. It is not worth it. You are going to shape shift. You are going to want to. But at the end of the day, you will realize that indeed you have lost yourself and gained nothing. Because at the end of the day, this world amounts to nothing. Zero. The human experience isn't necessarily an easy journey. People do things for various reasons. People do things because they're hungry, they compromise themselves, they compromise their character and moral values and all of those things. However, Mina, the hill I'm ready to die on is everything in life goes back to being a choice. Yonke into choice. Ayikho into wrong, ayikho into right. At the end of the day, umuntu menza into needs to be able to live with that with the choices that they have made. If you're comfortable with the choices that you are making and you are sure you are ready to compromise, you are desperate enough to live that life, then such is life. Do you know what I mean? Such is life. However, Mina, I'm making this video for a person who is not comfortable. I'm making this video for a person who knows that this is not the life for them. They're uncomfortable with it. This whole thing that they have put up is nothing but a facade to fit into society, to, you know, get a particular, to maintain a particular lifestyle, to maintain friends, you know, to pretend like you're happy. Because I'm talking about the girls, Mina, who know deep down inside, if I had another option, I would choose that option. Girl, you have another option, my love. You do. You have another option. The other option is yourself. There is no other option. The other option is you, lo, option. You're going to find what makes you happy and you're going to serve people through that thing and you are going to make it. There is nothing that is going to stand in your way once you have made up this thing. But do not let these people with 850,000 rands in their pockets who've managed to fool you by going on 2 dates at the marbles thinking they are millionaires. Do not let them fool you into stealing your destiny. Do not be a slave to their wishes and interests to keep them entertained. Do not. Be basic, be boring. 2 words, basic, boring, and focus on exactly why you are here. It's going to take you a bit longer than a blesser will take you to Brazil, but it is worth it. Half these blessers unrich. I'm not sure how loud enough I should scream. Half these people unwealthy, guys. You can make the money they're making if you're serious. Half these people are not, their wealth is attainable. It is you can have it too for yourself. You can gain it. You can have it. I did this. There is no man who can stand on a hill and say I owe him anything. In fact, if you go with blessers, very you won't owe them anything because you should not say, baby, I want to start a business. Can you please help me with 100K? No. You think he's gonna give you a 100K for a business? Ha! Uzo entertain obani? Who's going to be the puppet? Eh? Who is going to do the potty parties? Eh? Who is going to touch him in places no one wants to touch him? Eh? Who's gonna be his little toy thing? Who's gonna be his little what you call this? His little trophy now? Huh? Who's gonna make him shine? Who's gonna make him famous? Because when you're muhle, we influencer, when a baby girl, you have this natural attraction that just brings people to you. Who is going to make that for him now that you want to leave? Who is going to do that? No one. Baby girl, you better realize your power. You are not a possession. You should not be owned. You are not property. You are not a prisoner. You are not umkovu. You are not anyone's toy. You were brought into this world to hold a purpose. You have a purpose. You have a dream that keeps you up at night. Baby girl, very few will make it through this route. The route of blesser, blessee, bling, bling. Very few will make it out. Be it alive physically, alive emotionally, alive psychologically. Very few will make it out. So you need to make a choice. as I've been saying, life is nothing but a set of choices. So you need to make a choice as to what do you want. Even with the gents, what do you want? In a lady, what do you want? A lot of gents are finding themselves now being arrested because they can't afford to pay the 7K, 5K that it costs now to spend a night with a lady. And in the morning, they're being arrested. There's a lot going on. We need to all decide, what do we personally want? Not sit and judge abantu ukuthi hey amantombazana afuna imali, hey amantombazana sakwazi. What do you want? Because what you want, you will find. What you ask for, you will get. What do you want? So that we separate this thing. Because manje asakwazi nanokujola, guys. Asakwazi nanokujola manje. Sisiyazama siyazijolela in peace. There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of noise now. There's a lot of discourse, in just simple human interactions, which is just supposed to be simple. You're supposed to look at each other and fall in love and, be intimate or whatever it takes. I don't know. But now there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of friction between us. Asakwazi nanokujola in peace. Simply because, hey, senithathe imali nayifaka between abantu kumele ngabe bayathandana. For me, that is enough preaching for the day. I feel like I've done enough. I've said enough. I've said what I wanted to say. And please leave your comment down in the comment section below and let me know, what do you think about this entire thing? What do you think about my thoughts of this? Please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, you share the video, and you like it. Don't forget to like it. And also just let everyone know that they can also come this side and, subscribe to the channel. Also share it with whoever you think will appreciate this type of content. Please do call again so that we can share our minds together again, because I really, really appreciate you being around. See you again next time. Thank you.